Digital dentistry today is something that is on the lips of everyone, right? Because it's new technology, but it will revolutionize how we do everything. If you think about everything in life, it's digital today, right? Nobody has a physical map in their car anymore. They're on Google Maps or on their sat nav. When you're ordering groceries, for example, some people go into the grocery store, some people just do it online on their apps. So kids today are growing up with iPads, iPhones. The world is digital, dentistry has to be digital. What we don't want to do is do dentistry in the traditional way, just with new technologies. This is really important. But what we do want to do is use the new technologies, new equipment, new materials, and change the way that we do dentistry, because we don't need to use old principles if we have digital technology that cuts out all the fluff of the old stuff, but save time and are much more efficient and much more predictable. Digital guided workflows is a new concept, taking advantage of everything about digital. So there's lots of people today talking about how to use a scanner correctly, or how to use 3D print, which are all important parts of the journey. But actually how all of these things fit together in a seamless way from A to Z that allows us to get data acquisition, plan properly digitally, virtual treatment simulation beforehand, understand what are the good points and bad points of the case before we've even touched the patient. And then when we're actually treating the patient, to execute in a repeatable, predictable manner. So my name is Jameel Gardee. I'm a dentist and educator, and I'm on the faculty for teaching with Avant-Garde Dentistry. I've been a dentist now for almost 30 years, and I practice in Glasgow, Scotland, where I have done so since about 2001. I've been very, very lucky to be involved with lots of great people. It was around about 2015, I thought you have some degree of knowledge and you also have some degree of clinical experience for the previous 15 years or so. You're owning your own clinic. You know the good points and the bad points, the good things about dentistry, the stressful things about dentistry, where things have worked, where things haven't worked. And this comes, I think, from being a wet-fingered dentist, right? A person that's treating patients on a day-to-day basis, which is what I still do. It's very important to understand that there's a difference between just digital dentistry and guided digital dentistry. So digital dentistry is basically dentistry done with new equipment, new technologies. In the place of an impression, you're going to use an intraoral scanner. And in place of doing a composite restoration, we can 3D print a restoration. However, guided workflows really allows us to take the full benefit of digital new technologies and plan things in such a way that it's repeatable, easily understood, easily executed, and it doesn't matter in whose hands it is, you can get the same result. So it's taking the advantage of virtual treatment planning, asynchronous communication between different specialties, and bringing everything together so that it's almost a Lego puzzle, that you have instructions, and if you put the things together, you're going to end up with something that is predetermined and predictable. So if we can do this with dentistry, this is really what guided workflows are all about. But how can we achieve the best possible result for our patients using the best treatments in the most efficient and accurate ways, but all done through digital technology with digital planning beforehand, based on the digital smile design concept and its principles, but using amazing materials and always being adaptable to what comes next. So on a day-to-day basis, I'm really seeing patients from all aspects of their dental journey. We're seeing consults, so we're seeing new patients. You can bring them into your chair, but then being able to convert them using the digital smile design concept to do gold standard ethical dentistry is a skill in itself. A lot of my day is spent on new patient consults. I also do the things that come from them. So treatment planning, those cases every day, involving myself with my partner who does a lot of the implants. I do a lot of the perio myself, so guided crown lengthening. So I think dental education today is changing. When COVID, there was a lot of online courses or online presentations. And then I think people realized that they can get information online pretty easily, but you still want the human touch of being able to interact with your peers and see things live. So I think there's a definite revolution going on in dental education today. Obviously, there's new equipment, new technologies, new materials that has to be verified, ratified, documented. Research and development has to be taking place. And the thing with technology, it moves at such an incredible pace There's always something new to teach, new development to try and impart. So courses today have to be more dynamic, and we have to have a blended form of learning where we have online components, we have hands-on components, and we also have in-surgery live demonstrations of those principles in a practical way with all the good points and the bad points that happen in clinical practice today. We're hoping to create a digital online university that will allow people wherever they are in the world, whatever level that they're at, to raise the level of their dentistry and come to a standard that only digital can allow us to achieve. So it doesn't matter where you are, who you are, what country you live in, what stage of your career that you're at. You can get this information, you can watch it repeatedly, and you can take benefit from this, and we can all together raise the level of dentistry to a level that is ethical, that allows us to educate our patients, that allows us to deliver exceptional dentistry to them again and again, that allows us to get data acquisition, plan properly digitally, virtual treatment simulation beforehand, understand what are the good points and bad points of the case before we've even touched the patient. And then when we're actually treating the patient, to then be able to execute in a repeatable, predictable manner. This is a course that's going to teach all of those things. Very few courses today that do it in the way that we're doing it, especially from the point of view that all our faculty are dentists. We see patients every single day. We know what works in our hands, what doesn't work in our hands. We know the good points and bad points. And we're not talking from some ivory tower where we're not exposed to the reality of dentistry, all the good things and the bad things. So I think from the point of view of realistic, real life dentistry using digital technology, this course is going to hit it all.